you know that there is one simple exercise you can use to improve every aspect of your guitar playing? I've been playing guitar for more than 25 years and teaching for more than 17, and if I had to choose one guitar exercise to do for the rest of my life, it would be this one. It is so powerful. The problem is that intermediate guitar players don't even know they should do it. If you are lost in practicing scales, arpeggios, licks, and feeling frustrated because your progress is way too slow, then this video will help. Today I'm going to show you what that exercise is and how you can use it to improve everything about your guitar playing. But before I show you that exercise, let's start by looking on some of the main issues that intermediate guitar players face, so we better understand why this one exercise is so helpful. There are two main categories of problems that guitar students come to me with. It is either I don't know what to practice, there are so many exercises, songs, lessons, I don't know what to focus on, or I don't know how to practice. It usually goes like this. I've been practicing for hours each day, but it feels like nothing has any real impact on my playing. From these two problems, I consider the first category more important. As I said in few of my past videos, what you practice is more important than how you practice it. If you practice stupid exercises like spider walks and scale sequences, you can do that for hours with laser focus each day, and it won't change a thing about your playing. Trust me, I've been there, done that. If you want to skyrocket your progress, you first need to find high intensity, high impact things to practice that even if practiced suboptimally still produce good results. Basically, if you solve the what part of the problem, the how will mostly take care of itself. And you can always improve the how later. So for now we only need to focus on what to practice. Let's imagine that I am an intermediate blues guitar player who wants to improve his lead playing. What should I start working on? Traditionally, the answer might look something like this. I need to start working on all fingerings of minor and major pentatonics, maybe blues scale, learn the shapes of dominant 7 arpeggios, since I don't know anything about them, but I've heard that many blues guitar players use them. I need to learn licks and solos from my favorite players, and I also need to improvise over backing tracks. If I do all of this, I should improve. And this seems like a good plan on the surface, and it might even produce something we would call results. But I bet that other from learning some new scales and arpeggios, you won't become a much better player. This is the way most self-taught guitar players choose, and I don't blame them, I was the same. And I sucked at playing guitar, and it was painful and frustrating. This kind of practice routine has many problems, but mainly it lacks intensity and focus, and therefore it is very slow to produce a significant progress. But you can choose another approach, one that might sound counterintuitive, and one that you might not even consider as an option. But I can guarantee you that this approach will force you to become a much better player no matter what. Let's take the same example and try this next approach. You are an intermediate guitar player who wants to improve his blues lead playing. Here is what you need to do. There are two preparatory steps that you need to take before you even touch the guitar. Step number 1 is to pick a problem. Saying that you want to improve your lead playing as a blues player is very ambiguous. You have to be much more specific. You need to define what key you want to improve in, what type of chord progression, what style of blues, and what tempo, and so on. The best thing here would be to choose a specific backing track that you want to use, so the key, style, and tempo are all set. Step number 2, choose your inspiration. No matter what type of problem you picked in step number 1, there are hundreds of examples of guitar players who have already successfully solved that problem, so you can use it to improve your guitar playing faster. If you need to improve your blues lead, just pick a solo in the same style from your favorite blues player that you can draw inspiration from. This will be your guide once you get stuck in the next step. And now the most important step, step number 3, and I call it turn your struggles into songs. Instead of mindlessly practicing scales, arpeggios and licks and hoping that somehow it will all come together one day, you want to force your brain to use all its resources to overcome any musical roadblock you might face. If you struggle with your blues solos, write a blues solo. If you want to improve your speed or technique, write a solo that is a little bit harder than what you can do right now. If you want to get better at funk rhythm, write a groove inspired by your favorite band. I hope you get the idea. I know it feels uncomfortable and you feel a lot of resistance to do it, but that is why this approach works. That's why you need to do it. No googling or watching tutorials. First, grab your guitar and start working. Real learning comes from struggle, not from memorization or watching tutorials. If you are an intermediate guitar player who wants to improve his lead playing, you probably already know at least one fingering of major or minor pentatonic or blues scale, and you for sure have few licks and solos under your fingers. Start from what you already know and let the task expose gaps in your knowledge. Once you get stuck, go back to the example you chose in step number 2, and now you can borrow a lick, borrow a rhythmic pattern or chord progression. Do whatever to keep moving forward. Keep stringing notes together until you have a piece of music that helps you to overcome your guitar challenges. Don't worry about the quality in the beginning, that will come with repetition and experience. If during this whole process you feel like you are missing some important piece of information that will help you, go ahead and find it. For example, if you are struggling with a good turnaround lick, go ahead and find a good one and use it. But don't learn 15 turnaround licks. That is useless and you will forget them all. The goal here is to solve problems as they come and then finding solutions. You don't need solutions for problems that you don't even have. This whole approach works much better than traditional way of practicing because it forces you to use all the information and skill that you already have to solve real musical problems. It is much more intense and therefore forces you to focus. And every composed piece of music is a proof that you are actually moving forward and getting better, therefore it is easier to stay motivated. You can use this exercise/approach to improve any aspect of your guitar playing. Whether you want to become a better funk player or you want to improve your fretboard orientation or technique, just compose a piece of music that focuses on the problem at hand. Start with the problem you want to solve and solve it by writing a piece of music. This way your learning becomes much more solid and durable. I know it sounds odd and counterintuitive, but just try it and see for yourself. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Bye.